Do you need some help? It was almost closing time at the fishing spot. A woman was hurriedly getting ready to leave. Things didn't seem to be going well, so I called out to her.
Sorry, that would help. I got lost in the fishing and I forgot about the time.
I smiled at the woman and helped her out. This is how Miyako Kawaii and I met. My name is Kei Hitoyoshi, 30. I work in HR at a big company, Love Koi. I oversee new employees, resignations, and transfers. Hitoyoshi-senpai, are you still working? I finished a long time ago. This is Sho Mikuda, my kohai who just came in 3 months ago. He was pretty capable for a newbie, but he always looked down on people like this. Nice, you're fast. If you're someone handsome like me from a famous university, this is nothing. Stop slacking and finish up. He said whatever he wanted and left before I could say something back. I guess it's fine if he does his job. I sighed internally and finished my work.
That's not good, Hitoyoshi-san.
It was the weekend. I was talking to Miyako about my workplace, and she was frustrated. Fishing was my hobby. I came here almost every weekend. Since that one day, Miyako and I would sit like this and talk.
He came in 3 months ago, right? I'm sure he hasn't been given any difficult work yet.
Yeah, we do different things, so it doesn't make sense to compare our work times.
I bet that guy has no idea how hard HR work is.
It was at a different company, but Miyako also worked in HR. We connected on a lot of work stories.
You're too nice. You gotta teach people. Like that.
You're right, but they say even fools and blunt scissors. He's not terrible to anyone else but me, and if that helps him get through the day.
Is he actually pretty hard-headed? That's kinda cool.
How about you? You said you felt like you didn't fit in at work.
Yeah, it's hard. Human beings have to change how they act and talk depending on where they are. So it becomes hard to tell who the real me is. When people praise me but not the real me, it's hard to be happy.
Miyako smiled weakly. I smiled to try and make her feel better. I only know the Miyako that comes here, but I'm sure every version of you is the real you. You raised your voice for me just now. I think you always do things for other people. So, you don't have to think, this isn't the real me. Just because you have different sides of you for different places, your true self is wonderful.
Thank you.
She smiled in relief and took out her phone.
Will you take a picture with me? I told a friend that I became friends with you and they want to see what you look like.
Yeah, let's take one with the fish you caught. So, we took a picture together on our phone. This face! Is your phone cursed?
I've never photographed well.
Miyako's face on the phone was vastly different from her actual face. She's so soft and cute. Strange.
But you look good, so it's fine. I'll send this to you too. Want to exchange numbers?
We exchanged numbers and Miyako sent me the picture. No matter how many times I looked at it, her face looked interesting. But I thought it was cute and I smiled. A few months later, I was in my office break room sighing a big sigh. I haven't seen Miyako in 2 months. Miyako had gotten busy, so she stopped coming to the fishing hole on weekends. We'd been talking over messages, but I was sad I couldn't see her. Oh, but I saw her once a month ago in the city. That day, on my way home from work, I saw Miyako. I was going to say hello. What? My eyes and mouth were wide open. I was enamored. This Miyako was more beautiful than any Miyako I had ever seen. I should have said hello. I regretted not doing so. Let me look at the picture we took. I took out my phone. Hey, are you on a break too? Wait, is this your girlfriend? No, we're not dating. We both like fishing and I think she's great. Huh, you have a crush on this ugly girl. You have unique taste. She doesn't photograph well. She's cute. No way. That doesn't mean anything. Your sense of beauty is so vastly different from mine. I can't. The fish is cuter, isn't it? I never cared no matter what Mikuta had said before. But I was mad that he made fun of Miyako. You don't know anything about her. Can you not say that stuff? She's cute on the outside and she's a really good person. No. This is why you shouldn't be nice to everyone. You're just gonna lead her on. And you've never gotten girls, so you don't know what a good woman looks like, right? I may or may not get girls, but I don't think people who insult people they've never met would get girls either. If doesn't get girls equals doesn't know what a good woman looks like, aren't you the same? Sure. No! I'm better at this job and better looking than you. Mikuta frowned in frustration and I sighed. A few days later, I was looking at some transfer paperwork and I was surprised. What? Miyako? Miyako was going to join Love Koi. She had been busy with transferring. I didn't do interviews, so I had no idea. Soon, it was Miyako's starting date.
Nice to meet you all. I'm Miyako Kawaii. I'm looking forward to working hard with you all. Hitoyoshi-san, I haven't seen you in 2 months since we went fishing.
Oh, you know each other? I asked Hitoyoshi to train you. Teach her well. Fishing? Wait, is this beautiful woman from that picture? So, Kawaii-san, why did you switch jobs? Because it wasn't going well at your last job?
I was doing pretty well after I talked to you. But I wanted to advance my career. I found Love Koi on a recruiting site and applied. I wanted to surprise you, so I didn't say. But I just realized you'd find out because you're in HR.
I was surprised. I think you'll do well. Ask me anything if you need help. I was explaining the work to her when Mikuta interrupted. Kawaii-san, you're so pretty. You're just my type. You should choose me over him. Mikuta-kun, we're at work. Can you do your job and not flirt with the woman in the office? Then you do my job. I'll train Kawaii-san instead.
I heard from Hitoyoshi-san, but you've only been here for 6 months, right? I feel like Hitoyoshi-san would be better suited to train me.
It's fine. I'm better than him. If you say so, why don't you talk to the department leader? I don't think they'll approve. You said all that stuff when you saw the picture. I'm surprised you can act like this now. Oof, so that woman in the picture was... Wait, what are you saying, Hitoyoshi-san? I didn't say anything when I saw the picture. Kawaii-san, you can't believe what he says. Mikuta was obviously stuttering. Miyako smiled.
I never photograph well, so I don't care what people say about that. But I trust Hitoyoshi-san a lot more than a person who flirts while they're at work. That's all. What?
Mikuta glared at me resentfully and went back to his seat. A few weeks later, Miyako was already comfortable with everyone in HR.
What? That happened? Yeah, I mean, we did talk about that person when they weren't there, but...
When they come at me like that, I want to tell them that that is why we feel this way.
I see. Also, there are some rumors.
Oh, I heard that too. I don't think it means anything.
If it's true, that's scary.
A month later, Miyako was starting to work independently. Mikuta started talking to her again. Mikuta's request to train Miyako was of course denied. I was always by her side at work. Kawaii-san, is there anything you need help with? I'll teach you.
No, there's nothing I want to ask you.
Don't say that! Hey Mikuta, what are you doing? You're slacking. Sir! Did you finish the paperwork I asked for? It's for the transfer happening in 3 months. Don't bother other people when you're not even finished with your own work. Sorry. That stupid guy. He doesn't say anything to Hitoyoshi. I need to make him suffer somehow. Oh, this! Mikuta clapped his hands together as if he thought of something. Hitoyoshi-senpai told that employee about the transfer before it was announced. A week later, Mikuta was in a meeting with the department leader. You asked me to do that paperwork, right? He leaked that information. I asked you to do the paperwork. Why does he know that information? There was something I didn't know, so I asked him. He was really looking at the employee information, so I thought it was weird. I don't know, but isn't this enough to fire him? Leaking HR information causes trouble, so normally, you would be punished for it. Lovekoi was no different. You would be fired. Yes, if it's true, he would be fired for it. It would be difficult to keep him here in HR. Mikuta smiled at the leader's reaction. Let's do an investigation. Investigation? Of course. To avoid unnecessary punishment, we have to investigate. I don't think we need to do that. Even if you ask him, he won't admit it. We should just fire him. I see. If he just admitted it, I was going to give him a warning. The department leader sighed. He invited people into the meeting room.
It's exactly like I said.
I didn't think you'd actually try to get me kicked out. Why are you two here? Kawai-san told me that you were planning something bad, so I should be careful. The rumor that Kawai-san had heard was that Mikuta was planning on getting me kicked out of HR. After hearing that, I talked to the department leader. He also thought you'd been acting suspiciously, so we got together to try and see what you were planning. Planning? I didn't do anything! Leaking the info! Yeah, if the information was leaked, you would notice that the employee on the paperwork doesn't exist. What? The paperwork that the leader gave to Mikuta was fake. After I told the department leader, it was reported to the CEO, and the department leader gave Mikuta fake paperwork. So I couldn't have leaked any info, because that employee doesn't exist. Oof! Mikuta must have known the risks of leaking company information. He tried to trap me without leaking any real info, but there was no way this messy plan would have worked. Mikuta looked down shamefully. Kawai-san spoke up.
Jeez, just because you're jealous of Hitoyoshi-san, this is dumb and cruel.
What? Jealous?
You are, right? I heard from the other women. You came at them when they were talking about you and Hitoyoshi-san.
From what Kawai-san heard, they were talking about who they would marry in the HR department. I was a popular pick because I was nice and reliable. Mikuta was all about looks and his personality sucked, was what they were saying.
You overheard that and started arguing with them. I'm hotter and smarter than that nice guy, right? Everyone was so taken aback. The women hated you even more after that. All the stuff you've been saying to Hitoyoshi-san has been revenge for that, right?
I had no idea about office rumors, but judging from Mikuta's reaction, she was right. If you wanted their approval, I'm sure there were better ways. If you just did your work honestly with no motive, I'm sure. That's why you're so annoying. I'm higher in education and looks, but people adore you. And you get a beautiful woman like Kawai-san. It's not fair. In my periphery, I saw a figure standing up. Her long hair swayed as she approached Mikuta.
You think you can say what you want and we'll listen, you piece of crap?
Yikes!
Who the hell would like someone like you, huh? No ambition, no heart, always complaining. Ugh, you're the worst.
Kawai-san? Mikuta was in shock, as he should be. I was also in shock.
What the hell are you doing?
Her shouts echoed through the city. There was a frightened woman and a man on his knees. And Kawai-san yelling at the man.
Don't do stupid stuff like robbing people.
Yikes! I'm sorry! Kawai-san had saved the woman from getting her bag stolen.
Are you hurt?
No.
The woman was bright red. Her eyes were filled with hearts. As they should be. I had also fallen for her. Kawai-san was able to get incredibly angry for other people. It was beautiful.
I'm here because of Hitoyoshi-san. He didn't seem to mind, but I always thought you were a useless kohai. So I came over here to see for myself. And you're even more of a piece of crap than I thought. Ugh, I'm glad I came. Also, you're no match for Hitoyoshi-san. Do you know how hard it is to care for people and take care of them? Yeah, you don't know. That's why you can do this kind of stuff. If you're gonna keep messing around, want me to train you? Huh?
Kawaii-san was so angry for me. I felt moved. But I had to stop her before she hit him. I got between them. Calm down.
Huh? Oh, how could I act this way in front of him?
Hitoyo-senpai, I apologize. Please calm her down. You apologized. I won't forgive you though. Huh? You wanted me to transfer, right? So, you were ready to take over my work, right? Even fools and blunt scissors. It's fine. Kawaii-san and I will sharpen you up. Yikes! Whoa, go easy on him. That's how our meeting came to an end. After that, there was no leaking of information, but Mikuda was punished for what he did. Mikuda was learning my work, but... Yikes! Why is there so much to do? You graduated from a famous university, right? You can do this no problem, right? The department leader hadn't been giving him so much work. It was too much for him. I'll help out if you can't finish. I won't let you work overtime alone. Really?
But that's only if you don't slack and do your job. If you try to push any work on Hitoyoshi-san. Got it?
Yes, ma'am! Miyako and I have been playing good cop, bad cop to train Mikuda. Our goal was to sharpen him up into the sharpest pair of scissors. That weekend, Kawaii-san and I were fishing for the first time in a while. I thought she would be tired from switching jobs, so I hadn't asked her to come. I was really happy about what you said that day in the meeting. I love that you do things for me, that you're vulgar but passionate, all of it. Miyako Kawaii, will you go out with me?
I like you for accepting me for who I am. I'd love to.
Life never goes exactly how you plan it, but that's no reason to cheat. The best route to take is the responsible, honest one. Look at the person you love walking beside you. That's how I vow to live my life. Now, I would like to talk about the resale measures for the Love Koi Gakuen Limited SP pack that will be released next month. My name is Yashiro Narutami. I'm 28 and run a hobby shop.
Isn't it okay to hand out numbered tickets and limit one box per person like last time?
That's what a short-term part-time female clerk says. It's a small store with only 3 people here. And they recruit friends and come in groups to buy things.
Reseller? Ah! Resale, yeah! Resale, yeah!
Oh my. Flies who infringes on someone else's right to buy on the day it's released. If I see one, I think there are 30 of them, and I will exterminate them. I'll exterminate!
Look at your face! Calm down! Apparently, she couldn't buy the goods she had been looking forward to releasing for a long time because of resellers. Anyway, if you have any good opinions on how to deal with this, please let me know.
Of course. Maniacs who truly support the work will not buy from resale. I'll do my best to destroy it. I will! Scary.
The limited edition effect stimulates the desire to purchase, but these days is a target for high-priced resale, and retailers spend extra effort on countermeasures. We finished a pre-opening meeting, thinking that the management wouldn't have it easy either. Ah, Edagawa-san, thank you for your patronage. What happened today? I came here today as a guest. I like trading cars. His name is Edagawa Horizume. Actually, the man who has been in charge of our suppliers since last year is a salesperson who deals directly with manufacturers. Since it is difficult to do business with manufacturers, many retailers actually purchase from wholesalers. The former owner's uncle, who passed away suddenly, had a good reputation, but it seems that he was unable to make a deal with the manufacturer. Hey, don't you have Namahage Robo from Meibutsu Sentai Local Jar? Oh, resale items are now in stock. Come here. A small customer asked me, and I guided the mother and child to the sales floor. Hey. So, after the resale of Namahage Robo, there doesn't seem to be any confusion like last time. The next day, there's a pre-opening meeting as usual.
In other words, it's like this. Once Namahage Robo is mass-produced, I'll make a huge loss in the blink of an eye for those who bother to resell it. I won't let you do it.
How much do you hate resellers? Well, the meeting is over, and it's time to prepare for opening. Taka-san, have you been feeling sick since this morning? I called out to her as she seemed to be acting a little strange in every part of our conversation this morning.
No, the store manager, Edagawa-san, is here.
Sorry for the inconvenience, but it was a busy time before the store opened. No, it'll be fine even without me. I let Mr. Edagawa pass into the reception room in the backyard. What on earth is going on suddenly without an appointment? I'll say it straight to the point. We will end business with this store. What? The transaction is over? At the sudden words, I raised my voice for a moment, wondering if I had heard it wrong. Yeah, I heard that there was some fraud in the Hakudake Desperate lottery purchased from our company. Hey, wait a minute. We're doing well in that area. That's impossible. Well, that's all I heard. According to the rules, we can no longer do business with you. I won't accept any protest either. It's a contract. What? He said he was sorry and quickly left, leaving me alone. What will I do if the lifeline for retailers purchasing is cut off? I slowly leave the drawing room with a sad expression on my face due to the time difference and holding my head in my hands. The person who spoke to me was Takasu Hotaru.
Manager, did you really get cut off from the deal?
That's right. What should I do? How do you know?
That man said something to me just now as we passed each other.
The transaction was terminated as promised. Even if you regret it, it's already too late. This is your fault.
That's it. It's my fault.
A sad voice. I'm sure she knows something. There are few customers right after opening on weekdays, so I left the shop to a lady who works part-time for a short time and went back to the reception room. Well, if you know something, could you tell me?
Yes. Yesterday, that person suddenly asked me out on a date.
What? Oh, that was unexpected. When I was serving customers, she was talking to Edagawa about something. So that's what it was. I'm late in introducing her, but she, Hotaru Takasu, is a 4th-year university student and has been working part-time since her first year. She's extremely beautiful on the outside, but on the inside, she's a hardcore nerd and sometimes is a bit crazy. She's a disappointing beauty.
Hey! The introduction is malicious.
In addition, she apparently won a university beauty pageant when she was a freshman and has been asked out many times. I'm so jealous.
What all of a sudden? So that... He was so persistent, I couldn't help but tell him that I liked the manager.
Huh?
Well, of course it's a disclaimer, right? But I was humiliated. I'm going to shut down a store like this. I'm telling you to regret it. I never thought it would be true. So it's my responsibility. Because of me, the shop will go bankrupt. I'm sorry.
She trembles. I see. I get the situation.
That's why I took responsibility and quit.
I would be in trouble if you quit. Before she finished, I stopped her. Ichijo-hashi-san will be there until tomorrow, right? It would be a problem for the store if she were to be left behind by 2 people, because Takashi-san is an important force. Well, I can't say it's Takashi-san's fault either. Of course, if you really want to quit, I won't hold you back.
That's not true, isn't it?
I told her not to worry about it and took her back to the sales floor. Well, it's not her fault, but what should I do? Even though I haven't decided on a replacement for my short-term part-time job, I can't believe I won't be able to make purchases. I'm thinking about it now. I wish I had purchased from 2 companies instead of purchasing from just 1 company. Perhaps other companies will make it less difficult to do business with. The problem is with products that require an application, such as the draw-only display lottery and the managed probability manipulation lottery. If a popular item becomes unavailable even temporarily, the store's sales and trust will drop.
It was a short time, but thank you for your help.
The next day, with no solution, I called Edogawa's company to protest, but it was dismissed as a business decision.
Sorry, it's such a difficult time.
No, you got a job, right? I'll do something about this, so don't worry about it. Under such circumstances, the girls suddenly came to the store at noon the next day.
Whoosha! Now that we're here, you can feel safe. Shinohara Kogo Sanjo. You'll think you're on the luxury cruise ship Titanic. Sink. Ah, we are Masugata Toki. Let me study. Nice to meet you.
I see. Hotaru Takasu comes to me while I'm at the store with a question mark on my face.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. These 2 are my friends.
Oh, I see. Then I'll leave the rest to you, Takasu-san.
Wait, hold on a second. Both of them are here to help us out today.
Cooperate, huh? I was doubtful. If it's her friend, she's probably still a student.
I guess you can't trust him when you meet him for the first time. Okay, leave it to us.
What? I wonder what the woman in front of me who called herself Shinohara Kogo was saying.
Honestly, Kogo, he's not supposed to talk out of spite.
The 3 of us talked about starting a business together after graduation, and we're studying. I don't know what you can do, but I think there are things we can do together, so I was refused.
After Hotaru Takasu's part-time job, the 3 of them gathered at a family restaurant.
And that's why I said it. The trio who have not yet decided to start a business or decide what to do offered to cooperate.
Sorry, I appreciate your sentiments, but it's a matter for me as the store manager to do something about it.
If you say so, I have no choice but to back out.
Still, this is my responsibility. Manager, I don't want to force this on Narutani-san alone.
Even though she had a regretful look on her face, her words were powerful.
Well, yeah, the manager didn't blame Hotaru. I want to help too. Right. Hey, it's decided. I think it's interesting too, so I'll continue to cooperate. We should do our best to use our parents' connections and do something about it. Oh! I can't do it.
However, there was no way that any concrete ideas would come out, and the atmosphere gradually became heavy.
Wow, we only know what we can do after all.
An hour passed without any plans. When things finally boiled down, Kogo said something like this.
Maybe I should start a company myself and take over as the store manager when the store goes bankrupt.
It's not even a good omen anymore.
That's it!
Is that so? Is it only for reservations? The next day, I hung up the phone with a sigh. Normal inventory can be managed by purchasing from other wholesalers, with whom we have a temporary contract, but the problem is whether the product requires a sales license. It is bad for a retailer to not have a product that attracts customers even though it is not making much profit. When I returned to the sales floor where I was leaving everything to Takashi-san, I held my head in my hands.
We will never sell to unwanted resellers.
Wow!
They're doing something. Unfortunately, 3 beautiful women were gathered together for some reason.
Oh? Tenjo-san, I have a good story to tell you. It's a little frustrating. There are people watching here. All you have to do is take a little time. Only a little. Teach me how to use power and connections.
What's up all of a sudden? What are you planning to do? I was found by these girls with suspicious eyes, and there was nothing I could do. Well, about that time, Edagawa Horizume proudly told his junior, a man named Kenichi Yoroi, about this matter.
Wow, Edagawa-san is terrible. So did you end your contract with Toys Hobby Max?
It's a secret, right? The manager will also believe anything I say if I'm trustworthy. This is the trust that has been accumulated.
I say it often, an adulterous bastard. It's just a grudge.
Toy Hobby Max?
Huh? You want to create a company with 3 people inside the store? My voice of surprise echoed through the store, which was temporarily closed as there were no customers.
Yes, creating a company is not difficult as all you have to do is submit a business startup notification.
But then we started talking about where to do it. In that case, I guess this is convenient.
Wait, what's that? Even if it's okay, what are you gonna do?
That's right.
We are launching a hobby specialty store called Love Koi Toy Hobby Max.
Yay!
Why? Don't create a store with the same address as our store's name! So, Love Koi Toys Hobby Max?
You noticed it.
Yes, that is the name that Love Koi Group always chooses as the company name.
Well, actually, Coco is the daughter of a great man in that love group. She's always been like this, and she's a sociable girl. She's good in a lot of ways.
When I talked to the toy manufacturer guy, he said direct business is okay because that guy is owner, the maker of Hikudake Despair Kuji.
I can't keep up with them. In other words, they were able to obtain the position of dealing directly with manufacturers simply through their connections.
Didn't I tell ya? This is how you use power and connections.
The power that comes from her parents, and the connections she made in the social world as their daughter.
We were wondering what to do for a long time. But in this case, I started to see. This is the best I can do. Please, could you sign a contract with our company?
In other words, the store that sells it. They're the ones who will prepare the sales channels. This allows us to handle products that require inspection. They are now on an equal footing, no matter what the means. It's my loss. It was my fault for looking down on college girls who didn't have any working experience yet. I would like to be the first to sign a contract with that newly established company. Please help me.
Yes, I accepted. Love Koi Toys Hobby Max hereby concludes a contract with your company.
In this way, thanks to them, I was finally able to see the light escape from the problems that were plaguing me. Well, it's been about a month and a half since then.
This is 10 times of Hikudake Despair Kuji. There is still a despair prize.
They have indeed registered and obtained the position of a first-tier store of a toy manufacturer, which was impossible in the first place. This is what you need with just one network. Although it depends on the person using it, I feel the fear of connections. Thanks to you, I was saved, but it's complicated.
Please tell me the name of this character in Love Koi Gakuen Limited SP Pack.
Character? Wait a minute, I'll check it out.
Ah, that's fine if that's the case. There are rules that prevent us from selling to people who are not members and do not know the name of this famous character.
What? This is a customer. If you don't sell it quickly, the selling price will drop.
Oh, is it resale? We cannot sell to such people.
Hotaru Takasu's part-time contract has ended. However, the 3 of them were in charge of sales at her store. By the way, why did this happen? Will you not only sell wholesale to us, but will you also sell it?
It's obvious. The more we sell at Tencho's store, the more money we make. I need to gain experience and knowledge.
So at least until graduation, it will be exclusive here.
That's what he said. It's so helpful that I can't even make a grunting sound. And this man was surprised by such a situation. Huh? Why are you selling this lottery? Once in a while, he would smile when he looked at the store he had cut down. For Edagawa Horisume, it was completely unexpected. Masugata Toki comes out from the back of the store holding a bamboo broom.
I lost that rock, paper, scissors. Cleaning up fallen leaves in the parking lot is a hassle.
Oh, and the new clerk. What happened? Oh, hey, what happened to the store? What happened?
Yes?
That's strange. Why can't you sell lottery tickets? I was cut off so quickly. That's impossible. And maybe he was so upset that he didn't understand what he was saying.
I see. It is you.
Normally, it would have ended with just a strange person talking to me, but...
I see. You're the guy who made my best friend cry and got in trouble. We will never forgive you for being so insidious and harassing Hotaru because you got dumped by her.
Hey!
My group would do everything in its power to put down a gay man like you.
Yes, in fact, this Matsunaga Toki is the daughter of a gangster from a little far away who moved here by herself when she started higher education. Wait, something happened? Edagawa-san? I heard a scream, and when I rushed to the back of the store, I found Horisume Edagawa, foaming and incontinent. Masugata-san? This is...
No way. It seems like he suddenly screamed and turned into the situation, but...
In this situation, it seems unlikely that he will tell me what happened. I had no choice but to call an ambulance. Damn, it's such a shame to be 33, foaming and leaking, and then being taken away in an ambulance. The next day, Edagawa Horisume, who went to work, looked regretful in the office. I never thought there was someone connected to antisocial forces. No, I just threatened him. It is true that most of what Masugata Toki did was a threat, and in a sense, a warning. However, the blame for this incident will come all at once. Huh? Have you complained? That day, he was called to the president's office and was making such a stupid voice.
That's it. Abrupt cancellation and non-performance of contracts. This is a lawsuit seeking damages from Toys Hobby Max.
Yes, behind the scenes, I was consulting with a lawyer and preparing for a lawsuit.
But it's a winnable case. Was it their fault?
There isn't.
Huh? What do you mean? Please explain.
The president criticizes Edagawa's comment, and at that time...
Yay, President! I apologize for being in a hurry. Love Koi Toys is terminating the contract with us.
What was that?
Well, why did I ask you to talk to me? Is that okay? Even though it's work.
Yes, their supplier, the primary store, terminated this company because of my former employee's girlfriend. And in response, a man named Kenichi Yoroi was accused of fraud. He meets a good rival at his next company, but that's another story.
Cheers!
In front of me, 3 female college students screamed loudly their love. They say it's entertainment. Well, if you don't use it appropriately as expenses, it would just be taken away from your taxes.
Hey, you say entertainment, but this is covered by expenses, right? Is there an account item?
What? Seriously? Does that mean it's free even if you drink Gappa Gappa?
Hey!
But even though I started with such momentum, I was able to manage it surprisingly well.
Yes, but the office work is difficult. There's a lot to remember.
Experience anything. However, it seems to have been made possible through connections from Kogo.
I watched the girls having such a conversation drinking in silence.
Manager, don't just listen. Please join in the conversation.
Huh? Well, wouldn't it be boring if I joined the conversation? We're from a different generation, and we're not even friends. I thought that if I got a conversation between female college students, I would just get confused.
We're not friends.
Oh, Toki says something nice. That's right. Tencho is a friend. So let's join in the conversation.
That's right. All three of us want to get along better with the store manager.
I'm the owner of a small hobby shop. I've been working hard all by myself. I thought I had to do it. However, it seems that I had a friend nearby who I could rely on even though I was still inexperienced. Now, let's talk about what happened after that. First of all, let's talk about Edagawa Horizume.
You are being sued for your fraud. Furthermore, there was no longer any business with the manufacturer.
No, it's not just me. Everyone commits fraud, big or small.
Shut up! I will fire you for causing a huge loss to the company. Be prepared.
The man who uses his position and power as a primary manufacturer store to harass the company was fired. In addition, waves of sanctions will be imposed one after another, including on the department manager with whom he had an affair. As for us, once we calm down, our days are stable and peaceful. However, time passes and the girls also have their university graduation ceremony. Congratulations on your graduation! This is my graduation gift. I handed each of them a bouquet of flowers after the graduation ceremony.
Hey, way to go, Tencho.
After graduation, you're gonna leave here and do it full time, right? Until then, best regards.
Ah, about that. Aren't we a joint business?
Better yet, one of the three marries the store manager, and I feel like I should just take it as is. Now who will you choose?
Connections and power are double-edged swords that can be used for good or bad depending on how they are used. Their connections help me, but depending on how you use them, they can be dangerous. That's why I was planning on watching over you now. This is unexpected!